Hello, good morning, and welcome to another time on PKTV. We thank God for how far He's brought all of us. Today, we're going to talk about weakness and strength. Weakness, so to say, and how we can find strength in our weaknesses. Before we start, we want to get one or two definition of what weak or weakness is. And so it permits me to read something from here. Weakness means lack or lacking in force, usually strength or ability. And when someone is weak, or we say weakness, you mean the person is feeble, is frail, and is powerless. So that's the definition for weakness. Today, so many youth or young people out there are not living up to their strength, or not living up to the talent being placed in them, or not living up to their full because of supposed weakness that they have. They are concentrating much, or they have concentrated much on their weakness to the extent that they are not able to come out of their shells. They are always in hibernation, waiting for a day of awakening, not knowing they don't know that it takes only them to awaken their spirit or awaken their desires to become who they want to become. I want to talk about three friends this morning, Facebook friends, very, very short. One person, or the first person, is Isaac Sessi. I think most of you know him. He's the founder of Sessi Technologies, and he's a stammerer. Yes, he's a stammerer. But he didn't concentrate much on the stammering, because for a stammerer you have speech, it's a speech disorder, so you have breakages when you're talking. But he didn't concentrate on that. He concentrates on the strength, the talent that God has placed in him. He knows that the strength will be of much benefit to people than the weakness. And so he brought this grain mates device, and now he's doing exploits. He's going for conferences internationally and locally, and when he goes, he's made to talk. So if someone who is having a speech disorder had sat in his room saying that because of this, my weakness, I can't do anything, and I'll be laughed at when I talk, and I wouldn't be able to flow, so to say, and had sat in his room, I don't think he will be shocking the successes that he's shocking today. So a very good morning to Sessi. God bless you for not sitting on the weakness, but rising up to the strength that you have in you. The second person is Inoki Popo. I know most of you might have heard his name or know him. He has cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, it comes about brain damage during childbirth or infancy, and it causes impairment of the muscular condition or muscular movement. And people who know cerebral palsy know how the condition is like. But this young man, he's the president for the Cerebral Palsy Association in Ghana, and because of that, because of him, people having cerebral palsy are now feeling a sense of belongingness. They are not coming together. Parents are releasing their children having cerebral palsy, because in the past, people who have cerebral palsy were not coming in our midst, which was a wrong thing. But this young man, through his intervention, he's been able to galvanize all these people. Now there is that inclusiveness. We accept them. He's concentrated on his strength. Now he's doing great. He plays football, swims, and does everything that any other person could do. Yes, that's what we want. Now the third person is Franca Hagen. She's an advocate. She's an educationist. She's an empowerment agent, a change, an agent of change. And this person that we're talking about, she has rheumatoid arthritis, and those who have it, or those who know, it's a chronic disease of the immune system, and it's characterized by pain, inflammation of and swelling of the joint, and there's stiffness. This condition affects the blood vessels, the heart, and the lungs, and all that. If he had been any other person, the person would have sat in his house or in his room or a room, thinking that this condition, because it's something permanent, something that I have to live with for the rest of my life, I want to be timid, to be livid, and not come out of my shells. But here she is, always on the street, always hitting the street, always hitting the communities, talking to people, advocating, empowering them. This is the person that when it rains, it's very difficult for her to even walk. But as the pain goes, she knows that there is an inner being who is willing to make an impact. She's concentrating on her strength, not her weakness. Myself, I'm a stammerer. Yes, I know that might come as a surprise to so many of you, but yes, that's the truth. I stammer. People have been with me for years. They don't know about it because my mind is not tuned to that. My mind is tuned to my strength. My strength is talking. All right, so my mind is tuned to it. Though, so you see, I have a deficiency or a speech disorder, but my strength is speech or is talking. How did I do it? I didn't concentrate on the weakness. My concentration has always been on the strength because I know that it's in that the impact I want to make can be found. What is your weakness today? So many of us are being timid, are being livid. I lived in timidity for so long years, but I had to come out because I felt that inner push. My strength was just pushing me, and I had to come out of it. Come out of your weakness and be counted. Concentrate on your strength the more. Ghanaian youth, let's concentrate on our strength. No matter your weakness, there is the likelihood of you living without weakness forever if you don't come out. We have strength in us. We have talent. Why not put those strengths or those talents into use and see what will happen? I don't think if some of us had sat in our rooms or in our houses thinking that when I talk, people wouldn't hear me pretty well, there will be breakages, we will be here today. We haven't gotten to where we want to get to, but it's a major step to getting to where we want to get to tomorrow. So, this morning, the message is simple. Unlearn what you've learned about your weakness and relearn what you want to learn or what you have to learn about your strength. I'll take it again. Unlearn what you have learned about your weakness and relearn what you have to learn about your strength. It's only in that the impact that you want to make in life will come to bear or come to fruition. So, this morning, I'm throwing a challenge to any and every youth out there. The weakness, that's fine. Your strength is what you want to concentrate on, because if you want to make an impact in this life, in this world, on this earth, it's only through our strength. Don't let the weakness pin you down, but let your strength take you to where God has placed you or where you want to be tomorrow. This morning, encourage someone somewhere. Tell someone that, hey, your weakness is not the finality of your life. There is strength in you. That greatness in you, it takes only you to unleash it. It doesn't take me. I can only propel you. But the final act comes from you. Weakness is there, but strength is there too. Concentrate on the strength so you become the great and the big person you want to become tomorrow. God bless you.